Hi.
Hi. Hi. We're John and Connie Cooter with Cooter Consulting Group.
Right.
And today we wanted to discuss the biggest mistake that I think people make, business owners make when seeking a coach. And
I'm not sure we understand the terminology.
and that's, that goes to, actually, we've got some FAQs on our business, on our website. So,
okay.
But, when people are looking for a coach, they've got a problem generally, right? They've got a problem they want to find a solution to.
Mm-hmm.
And being human, we all want the shortest path to solve this problem.
Oh, heck yeah.
And so they look for a coach with deep experience in the particular area that they want help with.
Or they think they need
help. Or that they think the problem is. That's okay. So that's part two of this.
Oh, sorry. I got a little ahead of things.
It's awesome. So number one is not. So the mistake is not being clear on the difference between a coach and a consultant
and a mentor
or a mentor.
Yeah.
A mentor is typically somebody who's got a lot of experience. It's generally not a paid relationship. It's advice giving from an expert that's doing it from kind of a giving back point of view. Okay. And it's typically less frequent.
True.
It might be less patient, like, if you don't do what I say, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh, true.
Those kind of things. So there's a whole, we can go into a whole area about advice versus, suggestions or helping
asking
people.
Versus telling.
Asking, being resourceful, asking, yes. And so, but a consultant is a hired gun, okay? To use that terminology. It's somebody you bring in, they're supposed to know how to do a particular thing and either tell you how to do it or do it for you. And so for a particular implementation, let's say, like we need to install a piece of hardware, or we need to learn about something to get one thing done, and it's a one and done. It's a project. So projects are time bound. They are they start and a defined end, and when the project's over. A consultant for a project makes a lot of sense,
right?
Because when it's done, it's done. It's not. But our businesses are ongoing. It's kind of like it's a living community.
Yeah.
And so
it's a living organism.
And a coach. The purpose of true coaching is to empower, is to help, is to ask questions. The best coaches ask questions and help and guide their clients to discover their own answers, which empowers them for the future and helps them be more resourceful. Giving somebody the answer, it's very satisfying in the moment to have the tension, the pressure, the frustration go away. It weakens you because you're now dependent on that person that gave you the answer in some way.
Oh, because it wasn't your idea.
It wasn't your idea. Oh, and by the way, then when that consultant comes in and gives somebody the answer, and and then if they leave, and then the person tries to implement it and isn't successful, whose fault is it?
Yeah,
it's the consultant. So, so coming back to, there's not a right or wrong about, do I need a coach, do I need a consultant? They're appropriate to different situations and different problems.
Okay, so you've got to be aware of what it is that you're looking for to begin with.
Yes, you want to be really clear on what it is you're trying to do.
And can a coach help you get in consultant?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I would think that most coaches work with a team. We're certainly in that position of assembling a team and maintaining a team of specialists to refer to and to bring in when or to outsource to.
Right.
Some companies, for example, social media. Some companies find that it's in their best interest to outsource those tasks, that work. other companies find that it's in their best interest to do the work themselves.
In-house, yeah.
In-house. And
Okay.
and those are very different paths, and neither one is the answer. That's part of that mistake is this
we're
focus
looking
on
for the one.
the one
We want
right
that easy
answer.
button.
Yeah, that big red easy button that one
Well, I want
company.
one of those.
If it was real, I'd be looking for one.
You betcha. You've done everybody else in the world.
So I hope this has been clear, created some additional
Mm-hmm.
clarity. Coaching, if you think of coaching as questions,
Well, and if you think about it in sports terms too, because every athlete that is world class has got at least 4 or 5 different coaches around that help them with, and they're not consultants; they are true coaches, and I've watched and worked with some coaches with tennis that it would ask the questions, what are you doing in here, or what would be the next step in this? So it's helping you to walk through that.
Okay. And in many sports, a coach is actually an expert. They have done the sport, so there's a little bit of a disconnect there.
There is,
but they primarily guide
Yeah.
the athlete, the person, through an experience and through a process. And if the person that's being coached doesn't do the action, it doesn't happen.
No.
Right? The coach can't do it for them. Coach cannot. In that case, the coach cannot be a consultant because they're not going out on the field or on the court or whatever and do it for the athlete.
Right.
All they can do is help.
Right. But that's what a coach does.
And that's exactly what a coach does.
Because we don't go in and take over business.
It doesn't.
Absolutely. No. We help you work on your business. Right?
There you go.
Cool.
And grow stronger, more resourceful, more resilient in the process.
And most businesses, especially small businesses, there's longevity. So shall we talk about that next time?
Sure.
Okay.
And for
I always get ahead of myself. What can I say? So you shouldn't talk about these things to me.
oh, I don't know if we're gonna get that out or
Yeah,
not. So for the more precise in the audience, longevity was what she said. Meant to say.
What did I say?
Longevity. That's one of those fun made up words
yeah.
that makes you so special.
That's right.
We will see you again soon, and please visit our website, cooterconsultinggroup.com.
That's right. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Lord. That's the John and Connie show, if there ever was one right there.
But